Hello, everyone. Good afternoon to you, and I'm excited to welcome you to another video tutorial. In this video, we shall be looking at the US oil and how we intend to take advantage of a trading opportunity this week. And by the end of this video, you'll be privileged to um, identify a trading opportunity, trading setup, which I think we can use to guide our trading activity for this week. It was a choppy situation for us last week here as we saw price action caught within a channel around the $82.50 level here and the $80 level around this area to emphasize that there is a level of indecision in this market. Prior to last week's trading session, we identified a setup here which we thought that it would transition into a reversal pattern, and that was this impulsive move that started here in the month of November, bringing price to the lowest point it has ever been, I think in over a year now, at the $70 level. Then we saw price come back into the $80 level, found a higher low as price was unable to break the previous structure to emphasize that there is a level of bullish momentum coming here. And as a result of the setup we had here, we assume that a reversal pattern in the form of a double bottom structure has been formed. And to further confirm that this is actually a reversal pattern, we were waiting for a breakout retest of this neckline, which we identified at the $80 level to incite another wave of bullish momentum. But with the look of things last week, it appears that this might likely not be the case as we continue to see sudden pressure rejecting the $82.50 level. Now, talking about last week, we actually had some trading opportunities last week around the structure here, despite the fact that we had choppy situation. And for the sake of clarity, I would like us to see how last week went by and how we took advantage of some of this opportunity before we go into the details of what our expectations going to be like. So last week trading session started on a bearish note as we saw price action fall within the channel around the $81.80 level and the $81.20 area in the first 6, 7, 8 hours of the beginning of last week. And we were looking out for a signal that will come in the form of a breakout or breakdown of that channel. And in fact, we saw a breakout of the $81.80 level, which triggered a buy position, and we added more position as soon as price broke out of the $82 area. Then price went through a consolidation phase, taking us out of all the buy positions that we had here. And with the continued selling pressure around the $82.50 level, we anticipated a breakdown of this bullish trend line and the $82 area to sell the US oil. And in fact, we begin to see some selling momentum continue, and we placed our sell stop order around that area, and it got triggered at the $82 level and the $81.80 level area, and we rode the move all the way down. But price action witnessed some buy pressure around the $81.50 level to um, make us move our stop loss to lock in some profit or protect our position against any sudden pullback. We actually saw a sudden pullback. Price came back into the $81 level, but we were not taken out of our position as we saw this engulfing candle do a final breakdown of the $81.50 level. Then another buy pressure came in. This was where the choppy situation began last week, and we were lucky enough to actually take some advantage of some trading opportunities as we saw another wave of bearish momentum with the hopes that the 81.20 will be broken to the downside so we can add more position, and it actually did. We added more position. We rode the move all the way into the $80 level where it hit our TP target for the sell position for that week. And I think we had about 270 pips from two position on that one. And then we waited to see how price action will react to the $80 level to decide what our next line of action will be. How are we going to be buying? How are we going to be selling if price breaks down the $80 area? And what happened afterward was quite interesting as we looked at the chart from a 15 minutes perspective to see a consolidation phase around the $80 level. Then we continued to monitor price action and we waited for a breakdown of the $80.25 level, which didn't happen, but instead the breakout of the $80.50 happened here and we took advantage of this move. Though it appeared to be a false breakout as price action dropped further down into our entry point, but we continued to wait for buying opportunity above the $80.50 level. And this happened after about 10, 12 hours. We joined the move to the upside. We added more position at the breakout of the $81.20 level. As you can see here, we also anticipated another position at the breakout of the $81.80. Though we didn't have that happen, we saw selling pressure come in. And in fact, it was quite a choppy situation, but we were able to make some profit out of this scenario. For those who would like to have a review and for probably for further details and reference purposes, I will be dropping the link in this current video. And if you are watching on my YouTube channel, you shall be seeing the link at the top right hand side of my screen. Now, going into the details here, where we have identified a channel between the $82.50 level here, which has been rejecting the buying pressure, as we can see that area is being serving as a strong selling niche. And then we have a support level here at the $78 area. So we are going to be looking forward to see how price action will be reacting to this current structure during the new week to decipher if we are going to be buying or selling the US oil. And you know, from a technical standpoint, whenever we have a flat channel like this, we want to be patient enough to look out for a signal which is likely going to come in the form of either a breakout of the $82.50 level to give us a signal to buy, or a breakdown of the $78 area to give us a signal to sell. So, in order to have a better perspective into what is really going on here, we shall be scaling down to a lower time frame where I was able to identify a simple setup which I think we can use to guide our trading activity for this week. So scaling down to the 4 hours time frame here, this is what I was able to identify here, and we have a channel. If I zoom out a little further, you will notice that price action has been in a channel between the $82.50 level, which you can see here, which we also identified on the daily time frame, and the $73 level, say in the last 2 to 3 months. So price action has been caught within this area within a, I think about let's see, about a $10 channel we have here between the $82.50 level and the $73 area. Now, with this channel we've identified here, how do we intend to take advantage of the structure in our favor? Well, if we look at the resistance level of the channel sitting at the $82.50 level, we can see here that since the month of November, we have been seeing selling pressure from that area, giving us a sign that every attempt by the buyers to break out of the structure has been negated by the sellers at every point in time price gets into that level. So what this says is that this is a strong selling niche. Then we have a support level around the $73 level, which is serving as a demand zone for now, and price action has consistently respected that. But with the situation of things right now and looking at what happened last week, this is where price started last week. We had a demand zone around the $78 level, but buyers were unable to break out of the $82.50 level. So at this point, and considering the fact that we are on a long-term bearish momentum with multiple rejection of the $82.50 level, it is advisable that we continue to look out for selling opportunities. However, price is back into that $80 level here, which remember it's a very key important structure in our daily time frame, which has been a strong selling niche on the daily time frame. For the sake of clarity, let me show you how important the $80 level is on the daily time frame so that we can be on the same page here. So this is the $80 level which we identified in our previous video. And if you look at the structure around the $80 level here, you will notice that this level has a high tendency of insinuating selling pressure. In fact, this has been happening since the month of September. Though we had price right above a strong demand zone here, we had a demand zone here. But one thing you would notice is that around the $80 level, we have been seeing traces of selling pressure. It happened here in the month of September. And if we look at the month of November too, we saw selling pressure here, selling pressure in the month of December. Price action closed the year last year at the $80 level. We saw selling pressure at the beginning of this year around the $80 level here. And if you notice within this channel, we have been witnessing some selling pressure around that area. And going into the new week, price action is trading right below the $80 level. So we need to take serious consideration of this $80 area. So going back to the 4 hours time frame, we can see that price action is currently around that $80 level here. And what we would want to be doing at this point is to see how price action will be reacting to the $80 level here during the early hours of the week to decide what our next line of action was going to be. So if selling pressure continues below the $80 level, hold on a second, I'm trying to, okay, hold on a second, okay. So if selling pressure continues below the $80 level, then we might likely be looking out for selling opportunity. But we cannot jump into selling opportunity, set a sell position yet, considering the demand zone that we have around the $78 area. Remember, throughout the course of last week, this level has been a strong buying niche. So we would likely want to see a breakout of this demand zone to give us a good confirmation that price action has taken out all the buy position here, gathered some liquidity for bearish momentum with selling pressure below the structure of our lower time frame. Then we could actually join a decline to the downside. So this is what I will be looking forward to going into the new week as we continue to monitor price action. But be rest assured that I will be jumping right in the comment section of this video to give you an update on what I think will likely be happening for the new week after monitoring how participants in this market will be reacting to the $80 level during the early hours of the week. I hope this video has been of immense help in making your personal decision on the US oil for this week. And if it has done so, I would appreciate that you support this project by clicking the like button. You would also want to follow me on my TradingView platform so that you can be part of my daily commentaries. You can search for me using DARCSHERRY, that's Dark Sherry, so that you can always be part of our trading journey as the week goes by. Thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you right in the comment section as usual as we get ourselves prepared for the new week. Do have a wonderful evening. Bye bye.